All right, you two, we're back for round three Edison format, Epic Cards and Games, and today we got a Diva Hero Beat mirror match between John Vigil on the right and Jimmy Nguyen on the left. Shout out to Jimmy. It's his first Edison tournament. He's been on the channel before, but this is the first time him actually playing at a local. He doesn't play much Edison. He's a two-time. He's been to Worlds twice, so he's a really accomplished player in our area. I mean, how many people got to go to Worlds, and this guy did it twice? All right, so John starts off by summoning Honest and attacking. Let me keep track of life. So that's first damage. I think this might be one of the first times I've had a Diva Hero Beat mirror match on the channel. It just doesn't happen that often, but people on my locals have started playing this deck a lot more, so yeah, this might be more common. But I think my cat wants to say hi. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, oh. She wants to be okay. All right, so what happened? So John just sets two, and he de-prisoned the Honest. So kind of Jimmy kind of mirrored John's play. So yeah, just summon Honest. Except he dust. Does he main that Gores? Oh, he chained Dust Shoe. Wow. Oh, he does. He did. Oh, I can't believe that happened. That's crazy. So Jimmy was gonna get him with the Dust Tornado into Gores, and then John had to change the Trap Dust Shoot. I'm surprised he held it. Most of the time, I don't know. Some people like to hold it. Some people like... It's just like a 50-50. I think it depends on what deck you're playing against. Okay, and we saw John. John knows Jimmy's hand. So I think he had like Dead Miracles and stuff. So if I'm John's probably going to get aggressive now because he knows Jimmy doesn't have access to heroes. So I also played against Diva Hero Beat, and I tried to hold the Trap Dust Shoot against my opponent in the finals of when I won this big giant rescue cat behind me. All right, anyways. So Jimmy Solemns the Stratos. So now Jimmy's at 29 to John's 8,000. I think Jimmy's like... Oh, he drew Rhoda. Okay, so I think that was a good draw. Now his Miracles are live. And John's got no back rows. Now, does Jimmy just attack with Stratos, or does he play a Miracle Fusion? Let's see what he does. Depends on what his back row is. I can't really see his hand. So I see one Miracle on top. So it looks like he just decides to attack for 18. I think he was maybe better off just activating Miracle. So he attacks for 100. So now he's at 28. But it's okay. I think John's hand's not that great. He just got Alias and a back row. So let's see what Jimmy can do. Also, Jimmy is main deck in Dust Tornado. So, here comes the Miracle. I like one Dust in the main deck of a lot of decks just because MST's at 1. I think Jimmy didn't like it. But I'm the one who told him to put the Dust Tornado in there because he actually let me borrow this deck that I won the tournament with, and then he came because we run our Edison local, one like 2 p.m., the other one like at 7 p.m. So he showed up at 7 and was like, I gave him his deck back. All right, anyway, let's continue. So he summons 0. Let's see what John's gonna do. See, a Gemini Spark here outs to 0. So he double honest him. Okay, this should be game. Yeah, double honest is game. So quick game 1 by John Vigil. So yeah, John Vigil's been on the channel a bunch. He and I have played a bunch of matches even before I started filming the locals. So he's a regular on the channel. So let's see what Jimmy does. Upstart. Yep, I really like Upstart in this deck. I know some people have disagreed with me in the comments. But my key is I want to see Gemini Spark. I want to see Miracle Fusion. I want to see, hopefully you draw your heroes because a lot of times people don't draw their heroes. And if you don't draw your heroes, this deck is... Like, you have a lot of bricks. Like, if you don't have a Light Monster, Honest is dead. Hero Blast is dead. And Gemini Spark, Miracle Fusion. All those cards are dead. So you have to see your Alias. And you only play 8 copies. 8's a lot, but sometimes you don't see them. It's happened to a bunch of people. Anyway, let's get going. What's Jimmy gonna do? So he summons Android. He's gonna gain 600. So I have 86 to 9,000 and one back row. So maybe Jimmy has Honest in hand already. That's why he summoned the Android. And John summoned Stratos. Yeah. I wonder if he opened Diva. Or he drew into the Diva with Upstart. Because I always like to slim down the deck before I Upstart. Sometimes when I was playing Frogs, I'll like wait a turn to play Upstart. I did it a lot. And slim down my deck of Frogs and then Upstart. What did he do? So he summoned Alias. Is that Torrential or Bottomless? Is he thinking about chaining Gemini Spark? Most of the time you're better off chaining it because I've gotten punished for not chaining Gemini Spark in the past. So I think it was in Tengu format. I was playing a hero deck. Yeah, and I remember one time I didn't chain because I was thinking I'm gonna draw an Alias and I didn't draw one. It cost me the game. Anyway, so Jimmy pops the Stratos. Is he going to play Miracle and be aggressive? Let's see if he does. And just hit him for 50. I think he's thinking about it. Okay, so he does do the play. This is a lot of times I play this way as well because if I don't have a lot of defense, I'm just gonna drop the absolute zero so I don't get OTK'd. All right, so he's gonna hit for 24, hit with zero. He better have Gores. Let's see, is he gonna attack? He set Bottomless. I would attack. Do it. Go for it. I would. It's not like you get destroyed by Gores, so he doesn't. He doesn't attack with a zero, I don't think. I would have. It's not like you lose to Gores. Yeah, Gores hurts. But the only time I rarely don't attack into Gores if I just lose to Gores. I don't think he loses to Gores. Plus, it's not like John really... Like, he set Bottomless. Maybe if he had the Gores, he wouldn't have set Bottomless. Maybe. It depends. But anyway, now John goes for Diva. Probably going to make Catastor here. Yeah, for sure. Catastor. I think this deck needs 2 Catastors. I was saying that in a previous video. So Jimmy has nothing. I think he gained. So he gained 6. He gained 6 twice. Yeah, so he should be at 92 to 66. One thing I've really noticed about Diva Hero B is this deck doesn't normally set a bunch of back rows. They set like 1 or 2. I mean, look at John's. He set none. And Jimmy's only set 1 and couldn't even stop a Catastor attack. That's crazy. I mean, this deck should play like Triple D Prison, Mirror Forge, Double Bottomless, and he didn't see any of those. So, what did he set then? I don't know if it was Hero Blast. I think maybe he said, I think Dust Tornado? Keeps checking the back row. So he just passes. It could be Gemini Spark. I think John's got Miracle in hand. This mirror match is not fun because you got to play around Gemini Spark constantly. All right, so he summons his own Alias. So he sparks his... Okay, so it was Hero Blast. Now will he put... Okay, so he attacks over Alias. Okay, so he couldn't Hero Blast the Diva because he didn't have an Alias in the grave. Oh, so I see Jimmy's holding his E-Call as well. My friend Scott says he does that as well. Me, personally, I just play him. I might be wrong, but I want to slim down the deck. I don't care if you know I have an Alias. Like, I want my draws to... Well, there is some times when I do hold it, depending on my hand. But most of the time, I play them. I do it if, like, for example, I need to see, like, if I need to make Miracle Fusion live, or if I have sparks and stuff. It just depends. Okay, so he rams 0 into Catastor and then attacks for 19. I think he's got another Diva. Okay, so Hero Blast the Alias. Did he do it? Did he? I think he did it end phase. Oh, John's got Miracle. So summon Alias. Oh yeah, John's hand's insane. He's got another Spark, Ab-Zero on the field. So he hits him for 19 and 25. So I have Jimmy at 48 to John's 40. Oh, he does have Gores. Okay. Jimmy was telling me Gores sucked. And look, Gores looked pretty good right here. Yeah. See, John, I would have done the same thing if I was John. Uh-oh. He had 2 miracles. So now he blows up the Gores. So he trades a miracle to get rid of the Gores and the 2500 token, and he sets Spark. Now, Jimmy needs his own miracle or a miracle fusion. It sounds bad when I say it like that. Jimmy needs a miracle. All right. So, can John kill him through that back row? He Rhodas. Stratos is gone, so he Rhodas for another Alias. Maybe John will spark the back row. Depends on the other cards in his hand. Oh, he does spark it. Okay, so it's D-Prison, Summon Alias. This is not game, I don't think, unless I messed up life. He should be like at 400, yeah. So that extra life points from Android. And now Jimmy sets 2, so he probably sets Snowman. Let's see what John's going to do now. Compulses Monster. All right. I'm surprised so he just scoops. Thing is, the back row was Hero Blast. So congrats to John. Both of these guys are undefeated, and we'll be back for round 4. So I'm going to feature Jimmy once again for round 4 because he's still got a chance to make top 4. Anyways, see you next time. Bye.